Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, July 9th, 2026. I am Annika Spalding, I almost said Community Relations Director, the Director of Development at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, where I go live every Thursday to get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. This season, Thursdays at 3, once again, is being very generously sponsored by our good friends at Realty Central Services. Cindy Bulla is the owner and broker of Realty Central and is a longtime supporter and champion of ALT. Realty Central is a women-owned full-service real estate brokerage providing unparalleled customer service backed by decades of experience, industry service, and property rights advocacy. So if you're in need of real estate service and you love ALT, consider heading over to amarillo.realestate and using Realty Central Services. Please get your tickets for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, opening this Friday and running through July 19th at the ALT Adventure Space. Friday night, July 10th, and Sunday, July 12th are sold out, but tickets are still available for the other performances. This weekend, like I said, you can get tickets for the Saturday performances, 2:30 and 7:30 p.m. And of course, for next weekend's performances, Thursday through Sunday. And don't forget, there is a Saturday matinee this Saturday, the 11th, as well as an evening performance Saturday night at 7:30. We want to make sure you know about that. And next weekend, hang with me now, there is a performance on Thursday night at 7:30, Friday night at 7:30, Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. This is next weekend, just like how we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons. I love that. And Saturday afternoon at 2:30, no evening show, next Saturday, the 18th, and the final performance on Sunday, July 19th at 2:30 p.m. Do not miss this show. These kids have worked so hard and deserve full houses for the entire run. I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Saturday morning performance on July 18th at 10:30 a.m. We wanted this performance to have that sort of nostalgic feeling of watching Saturday morning cartoons. This performance has plenty of tickets left, so come in your PJs and enjoy a real-life musical version of this classic cartoon. Special thanks to Plains Dairy for donating milk and chocolate milk, with all proceeds benefiting the ALT Academy. We also hope to have donuts for sale as well. Do not miss that Saturday morning performance. That would be such a great show to bring your kids to. Really exciting. And Vanessa is here. She says, what to do? Happy almost Friday. I'm so glad you're here, Vanessa. She says, did you move offices? Yes, I am in my new office at the ALT Adventure Space. This is where I will be now. So I am officially moved out of the light booth at the main stage and am now over at the Adventure Space. Vanessa, you are really observant, really observant. Okay, and this is cool too. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is also going on tour. After their run in Amarillo, the cast will take the show on the road to Wellington, where they will perform at the Ritz stage on July 25th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. These tickets must be purchased online through the Wellington Ritz Theater and cannot be purchased through ALT's box office or website. So very important distinction to make. And auditions are right around the corner for the first main stage musical of our 99th season. Come From Away auditions are happening July 13th and 14th. That's next week at the Allen Shankles main stage. And the audition packet is live on our website. That packet will have all the information you need to come prepared to audition. Come From Away is based on the true story of the time when the isolated community of Gander, Newfoundland played host to the world. What started as an average day in a small town turned into an international sleepover. 38 planes carrying thousands of people from around the globe were diverted to Gander's airstrip on September 11th, 2001. Despite culture clashes and language barriers, the people of Gander comforted the stranded travelers with music, an open bar, and the recognition that we're all part of a global family. Do not miss this critically acclaimed show that spreads the message of kindness, unity, and resilience, something we all need right now, I think. This production will, of course, coincide with the 25th anniversary of 9/11 and will even have a performance on 9/11. So you are not going to want to miss this. If you're interested in auditioning, head over to our website. That audition packet is live on our website. If you scroll down to cast lists and auditions, you'll see that audition packet right there with all the information that you need. And Vanessa says, I love it. Congratulations to not walking up all those stairs. Yep, those stairs are treacherous. So now it's Joe's job. Joe will be over there traversing those stairs every single day. So I get a reprieve from that. And also, have you guys gotten your tickets for our 99th season? Because they're on sale. Your season tickets are on sale for our 99th season. We're so excited about this incredible season. If you would like to become a season ticket holder at ALT, You can purchase all levels of memberships now. I'll throw those up here for you to look at. Season ticket holders enjoy all kinds of perks, including the ability to reserve tickets at least 1 week ahead of the general public. If you're an upper level member, you can reserve 2 weeks ahead of the general public. Season memberships are on sale until December 31st, but it's most beneficial to you to get them before the start of the season. And there is one other look at our 99th season. Such incredible shows this season. Definitely worth considering getting your season tickets, and consider joining our producer circle for our 99th season. I posted about this today on our social media, so you can get more information about that. And you can join our producer circle anytime during the year, but you only have until tomorrow, July 10th, Friday the 10th, to give us your verbal commitment in order to be recognized in our 26-27 playbill. That playbill is going to print. So if you do want to be recognized in our playbill, we need you to verbally commit that you're going to join the producer circle this year before tomorrow, so we can get your name in the playbill. You can set up payment with the box office later, but we just need that verbal commitment by tomorrow. The producer circle is a group of individuals and couples who commit $500 a year for 3 years to ALT. This can be paid all at once or auto-drafted monthly from your account, which amounts to around $42 a month. These funds go directly to elevating ALT's main stage and adventure space productions, so directly to production funding. Every single cent of this funding goes toward production funding. And we are so incredibly grateful to everyone who's so generously joined this very special group. And we've gotten like 14 new members in the last week. So we're very, very grateful for that. We are trying to get to 100 members before our 100th season. This summer, we started out at 60 members, and now we're at 74. So really, really big deal. We're very excited about that. Producer Circle members enjoy huge, huge perks, like getting to reserve your seats at the adventure space, getting to reserve your concessions before the show begins. Lots and lots. Oh, you get invitations to our little lobby concerts, which are really cool. We do those for our main stage musicals. You get a kind of a sneak peek a couple weeks before the show opens of some of those musical numbers, which is really neat. And we do like wine and snacks and things like that. It's really fun. So you get exclusive invites to events like that. When we did Waitress, our producer circle members got to come to the Ruffled Cup and taste all kinds of cupcakes and got to choose, no, not cupcakes, pies. Hello, pies. They got to decide which pies we sold at intermission. That was completely decided by our producer circle members. So we try to come up with really cool events and perks for our producer circle members because we're so grateful for your generous funding that helps elevate our production. So very grateful for that. If you're interested in joining our producer circle, you can contact me. Here is my email address. I can give you any of the information that you need, or you can go ahead and call the ALT box office at 806-355-9991 to get your payment plan set up. However you'd like to do that, you can give us the $1,500 for the 3 years all at once. You can do $500 a year. You can do $42 a month, auto-drafted from your account. Whatever works best for you, we will work with you because we're so grateful for that generous funding. So consider joining our producer circle for our 99th season. We would absolutely love it. And let's keep things moving with our volunteer of the week. All right, congratulations to Dakota Warren. Dakota stepped in and has done absolutely amazing work on the wigs for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and has truly gone above and beyond for this show. Every time I pop by the adventure space, he's here working on something different. He's put in so many hours and it's paid off because these kids look absolutely incredible. So huge congrats to Dakota for being our volunteer of the week. And let's do some breaking Broadway news. All right, we've been here before. A one-woman musical will make its New York stage premiere off Broadway in August. Created by, written, and starring Lindsay Kraft, the new musical will be music directed by Emmy Award-nominated singer, songwriter, and composer Ben Folds. Love him. And we love to see it. Get a first look at Chrissy Metz from NBC's This Is Us and NSYNC's Joey Fatone together in Broadway's And Juliet. Very cool picture there. And finally, I am so happy to welcome to the show today, director of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Harrison Stringer, and Charlie Brown himself, Owen Parker. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining me today.
Thank you, Annika. Glad to be here.
Harrison, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the Academy Summer Musical. When were auditions, and what is the schedule like for the kids and for you this summer?
Yeah, so auditions were, gosh, end of May, I would say.
Mhm.
I don't know the exact days, like mid to late May. But then these kids have been rehearsing for 6 weeks now, usually in the afternoons, spending some of their days up here. We've moved to nights now that we've gotten a little closer, but they've spent a lot of hours up here at the theater during their day, during their summertime, working on an amazing show. So
Well, and Vanessa Hill says, "Love you, Harrison. Congrats on your role, Owen." Love
love
that.
you,
And
Vanessa.
Thank you.
awesome job, Dakota. Lots of love going around here. Owen, you just graduated from our academy and from high school. Tell us about what's next for you.
Oh man. I'm going to be attending Sarah Lawrence College in the fall
So amazing.
and focusing on theater.
Love it. I'm so excited for you for that. And what made you want to audition for Charlie Brown right before you take off for school?
I wanted to end my career, if you will, at the academy with a bang.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely doing that for sure. I'm so excited to see you in this role. And I want to ask you, does your generation know, like really know about Charlie Brown? I feel like my generation and maybe Harrison's generation, maybe a little bit. Harrison's not that much older than you, but grew up watching the holiday specials. But I wasn't sure if your age group, like, I don't know
Oh
if
yeah.
it's you. Okay. So you're like,
I remember, yeah, we would, like in elementary school when it was raining and we couldn't go outside for recess, we would go inside and watch Charlie Brown.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So you have like a special memory tied with it too. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Harrison, tell us about this cast and of course the ensemble and what rehearsals have been like for everyone getting to sort of revisit bits and pieces of childhood, because whether you know about Charlie Brown or not, it's like it's the whole show is revisiting moments in your childhood. So I'd love to hear about what that's been like for you and the cast this summer.
Yeah, it's been such a fun process. This is the smallest cast I've ever worked with, which is
Oh, I didn't
crazy.
know that.
And it's been so much fun. It's so nice to be able to dedicate so much time to like character study, especially with these iconic characters. And so to actually have the time to sit down and do like a table read and some character discussion. We did all these fun exercises where we like talked about what these characters are known for, but then kind of misconceptions that people might have about these characters, trying to humanize them a little bit.
Yeah. Tell me about a misconception people might have with one of the characters.
I'm trying to think.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Sure, yeah, but like one of the best ones that we came up with, I would say that Lucy isn't just bossy for the sake of being bossy, right? Like I think she still has a good heart and still just wants to be accepted just like any other kid.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she doesn't know how to do that and comes off very abrasive a lot of the times, which is quite funny, but also quite relatable for a lot of us.
Totally.
And so it's really interesting too, because the Peanuts characters, this script is so well written. It's so witty. And these characters are so wise beyond their years. They're battling these huge grown-up thoughts, but in the body of a 5-year-old. It's such an interesting dynamic, especially I think with these teenagers who are, not to speak for you, Owen, but I feel like maybe facing a lot of the same things. They might feel the same way as some of these kids do. I think anybody can see themselves in any of these characters, and I think that's why they're so lasting and so iconic. And so looking back at childhood through this lens of what you know now as a young adult, it really makes for an interesting but also hilarious look at the things that we all face.
Totally. I have two things to say about that. The first thing that I want to say is I love what you said about sort of kids being wise beyond their years and in the body of a 5-year-old, because I definitely felt co-teaching senior company with you, there were so many, like countless moments where I just felt so much wisdom from the kids in the room. I know you get exposed to that all the time, Harrison, but I just got this little glimpse once a week of how intelligent and witty and funny these kids are, where so much of the time I did not feel like, I felt like I was there with like peers and not in a room with kids so much younger than me. And so I'm really excited to see them tackle this show and this script, because just to see that sort of juxtaposition with like 5-year-olds being older than they are and knowing what I know about at least our senior company kids being so wise beyond their years, that's going to be really fun to watch that meld together. I'm just so excited about seeing what you're doing with the show directorially, because like what you were saying about Lucy Van Pelt not just being this one note bossy character. I love that you focus on teaching the kids that aspect of acting, because it can be so easy to look at a character and go, they're this. And it can be completely flat if you don't find the humanity in these characters. Even like a classic cartoon like Lucy, I love that you're focusing on, well, what's going to humanize her? Like, it's not just about that she's bossy. Why is she bossy? And there's more to her than just this one thing. Just like with any of us, there's more to us than just one thing that someone might pick up on after barely knowing us. So I love that you're doing that. I can't wait to see the show.
Yeah, well, and to go off of that a little bit too,
yeah,
we talk about that a lot. Owen and I have talked a lot in his process of, and he's done a great job. Charlie Brown is so easy to play as just the sad sack of like a human, right? Like everything goes wrong for him, right? But if he doesn't have any hope, if he doesn't have any drive that he's working towards something, then the audience is never going to root for him, really. But Owen's done such a great job of finding different, how Charlie Brown gets angry, how Charlie Brown might flirt with somebody, you know, like all these things that just make for more interesting, more funny, humanized moments with a character that everyone thinks they kind of know already.
It's always so much better to see a character in 3D versus 2D. And I feel like that's exactly how you do that, is digging into who they actually are and what makes them human, and finding what it is that can be relatable about them versus just the one thing. Michelle is here. Michelle says, Harrison, love you, my guy. And Owen, little brother, I'm super proud of you. I miss giving you some comic pointers. Can't wait to see the show. Oh, big bro Michelle, love him. And Vanessa says, Harrison was mine first. Don't get it twisted, fam.
Love them.
Okay, so the Academy just posted a video today of Owen, of your castmate, Kennedy Cardenas, who plays Lucy Van Pelt, setting up her therapy office at a playground and did a lot of impressive improv. Owen, was there lots of improv happening during rehearsals for you and for the rest of the cast?
For me, it's kind of difficult. There's not really a lot of moments for me to be able to do that, but everyone else has a lot of like, they can really play with their characters, and there's moments where it's hard for me to stop myself from breaking character because everyone is just so funny.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Anyone who's worked on the show, who's popped in, or who's seen a dress rehearsal is like, get ready. This show is so amazing. It makes me really, really excited to see it. Harrison, this summer musical is a little bit different in the sense that you get to have a live band and music direction by Kristen Lloyd. So exciting. I'd love to hear more about how all of that came to be, because usually y'all are working with tracks.
Yeah. We're so lucky. Jen Akins and her and like Bobby Schaefer and BJ Dyer, they all kind of approached me, gosh, almost a year ago when I announced that we were doing the show, saying they had played it before, they love this music, and that they would love nothing more than to figure out a way to play for our Academy kids, because they know that it's going to be a great show. So,
I love that they approached you.
I know. Yeah. So, well, and they just, I think it goes to show how talented our Academy students are, that these amazing instrumentalists knew that they were going to be performing in a very high quality production of the show if they got to do this.
Yeah.
And we're so lucky to have sponsors that have helped make it happen, and that we can bring on to give these kids that experience. It's such a great experience for them to have going into the rest of their lives, because it's very rare nowadays to have a full live band like that. So it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Noah Lang's set is so fantastic. I can't wait for everybody to walk into the adventure space. It's so cool in there. It feels like you're walking right into the cartoon. So exciting. Owen, you were a lead in last summer's Something Rotten at the main stage, and y'all used tracks for that show. Is the energy different for the cast getting to have a live band on stage? And do you preference for one or the other?
I really prefer the band, honestly.
Yeah.
It's when we did this sits probe with the band, it was like something just like a switch flipped, and the energy was very different. It was more electric, if you will.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Harrison? Did it feel different in the room, like actually getting the band in there versus a track, or, did the energy elevate for you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It gives you so much more freedom. Like, it gives the actors so much, even this, as everyone knows with comedy, like the tiniest pauses, the tiniest little things can make such a difference. And so it's not like we're fully changing tempos or anything like that, but just being able to breathe a little bit and have those musicians follow you it makes the world of a difference. Sits probes are my favorite day too, because it really is like, it's like when everything starts to come together and it starts to feel really real. It's awesome.
So exciting. Harrison, we have to talk about the wigs in this show, because as I mentioned earlier, Dakota Warren swooped in and did an unbelievable job on the wigs. Did you notice a change in the actors when they got to put the ones who were wearing wigs, when they got to put their wigs on and kind of fully embody the character?
Oh yeah. I think Dakota and I have been talking a lot about this in his many hours in the dressing room and here.
He's always in there. He lives
but we've just been talking about how, because we both performed ourselves, as an actor, it feels good to know that you have a team that wants you to look as good as your performance is, right? Like, that you have the support, and luckily we have the resources to really let these kids shine and become these iconic versions of these characters that are literally on the stage above them.
Yeah.
So I think, of course, you really start to feel like you're in their shoes, literally, and so it makes it even more fun for them, I think.
Well, and I'm so excited for you, Owen, and any of the other seniors who are in this show, getting to make these final memories with the Academy before you go off and start your adult life and go to school and all the other things that everybody else is doing. Because we did Charlie Brown when I was a senior in high school, and those memories are vivid for me. Like, they're just so special, especially getting to go to Wellington. How does everybody feel about getting to tour the show to Wellington on the 25th?
We are all very excited about that. It's a lot different from anything that we've done so far, so we're excited for a new experience.
Oh, for sure. And just to get a taste of like performing in a completely different space. I know a lot of you have performed a lot of different places, but getting to take this show that you know so specifically at your home theater and then getting to perform it in a completely different space to a completely different audience. I'm excited for the people in Wellington to get a little taste of what the ALT Academy is like, because in my opinion, the Academy is as professional, if not more so, than what the adults put on stage. So I am really, really excited about you guys getting to do that. Is there anything else you guys want audiences to know before they come and see You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown the next 2 weekends?
I genuinely think this is the funniest script of the season. Like, Dracula's up there too, but I sit here every night and I've heard all of these lines and they still make me laugh. And yes, part of it's the writing, but also just these performances are so nuanced and changing every day and so exciting to watch. It's just, we've really got lightning in a bottle here. Like, people are going to really regret it if they don't see this show. But if you need a good laugh, there's not a better way to spend 2 hours this summer.
For sure. Owen, anything else you want to say before we head out?
I don't think so. Just get your tickets.
Get your tickets. You can get tickets for this Saturday for the matinee or for the evening show. Friday and Sunday are sold out. You can also get tickets for next weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon on the closing day on the 19th. And if you miss that, head over to Wellington and get your tickets through the Ritz Theater over in Wellington. Guys, that is it for Thursdays at 3. I want to thank Harrison and Owen so much for joining me today. I know how busy you guys are before you open up the show tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see the show this weekend. Get your tickets for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and make plans to join the producer circle ahead of our 99th season. Get your season tickets. You don't want to miss getting your season tickets. And we'll see you right back here next Thursday at 3 o'clock. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.
Thanks, Annika.
Yeah, bye.